Hello and welcome to Core with Core. Today we have a mat and tire exercise. If you would like to and you have some ankle weights, I want you to throw those guys on. They will be used for all the exercises today. If you don't have any, like I don't, then you're welcome to do everything without those weights. All right, when we're ready to get started, you're gonna meet me facing in one direction on all fours. So I want you to have your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and we're just gonna do some cat-cows here. So I want you to think about rounding your spine, lowering your gaze to your thighs, and then arch your back, looking up towards that ceiling. And repeat, round that spine, and then arch, looking up. Maybe we make some rolls out of this, so you can roll those hips as you're arching and rounding that spine in one direction. And then reverse that direction. Great job. All right, let's go into our neutral. So I want you to continue with those wrists underneath those shoulders. Knees are underneath our hips. We are pulling our belly button into our spine. And we're keeping our ribcage tucked down towards our hip bones, keeping that exact posture here. I want you to go into your bird dog positioning. So let's kick out our right leg. Shift your weight into your right hand as you extend the left hand out nice and long. We're gonna do a flat back bird dog. What that means is we're just gonna keep your back completely straight. So I want you to bend your knee in, bend your elbow in, reach back out, keep that posture. Bend knee, bend elbow. Keep reaching that rib cage down to those hips, holding that core in tight as if you are flexing your abdominals. We inhale as we bend, exhale as we extend. For 4, 3, going for 2, and 1. Reach everything out. We're gonna add a lower lift of those legs and arms. You're gonna tap that mat, lift back up, tapping mat, lift back up. Keep that rib cage tucked, you got it. Exhale, lifts, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. For 4, 3, 2, we add a pulse. We hold everything up, we pulse up to ceiling. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold there, swipe to opposite directions, come back to center. Repeat, come back to center. This is very challenging on that balance, so I want you to take it nice and slow as you open up that left arm to the left side, right leg to right side. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that hand down, drop that knee down, separate those knees. Sit back into your child's pose. All right, when we are ready, we are gonna peel ourselves back up. We're gonna do the same exact thing, just on the other side. I want you to think about shifting your weight into your left hand while you extend that left leg out. Right hand comes out nice and long as well, keeping that back flat. We're gonna bend our knee and bend our elbow, straighten back out. Bend knee, bend elbow, straighten out. Take a check, make sure that posture is in that same positioning. We're tucking that rib cage down and into that midline of that body, feeling that sensation of flexing those abdominals. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You got it. We're going for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Squeeze those glutes, kick that leg out, kick that arm out, dropping down to touch, squeeze glutes to lift, and repeat. Exhale each time we're lifting that hand and that leg. Inhale as we lower. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it lifted, pulse up to ceiling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold to sky. We open to either sides. We come back in. Opening out. Come back in. Keep those abdominals in tight. Resist flaring of that rib cage. For 4, Last two. And last one. Drop that hand down, drop that knee down, sit back into that child's pose. All right, when we are ready, we are going to peel ourselves away from that mat. We're going to find our high plank position. We're going to give it just a quick roll for those wrists, since we did have some weight on them. And then when we're ready, we now can find that high plank position. So I want you to kick those legs back, come onto those toes, find your high plank. Now we're going to do some knee taps. So I want you to just think about dropping those knees, keeping that positioning in that high plank. Drop knees, lift back to high plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your high plank, shoulder taps. Open up those legs for some stance. You're going to tap one shoulder with one hand, come back down. Other side. Trying to limit as much movement as you can on those hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Let's flip over to that one side. So I will mirror you. You're going to go down to your left knee. Your left leg will be extended nice and long. I want you to keep your hands on your hips to start. We're going to find this a little bit of a squat towards that back ankle. So I want you to bring the torso with you as you tuck back towards that ankle, hinging at those hips, coming forward towards the mat. Come back up and repeat. So I want you to feel a nice stretch on that back glute, that left glute. Each time you hinge forward, squeeze to come back up. We are stretching out that right leg as well as we come back down. Maybe it feels nice for you. Exhale as you hinge back up. Inhale as you lower. I want you to keep there. I'm just going to turn to my side so you can see exactly how you're hinging back. So you're hinging towards that ankle, coming forward, coming back up, and repeat. Come back up. Let's go for 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. We're going to drop that left hand down. Right hand can come behind our head. We're going to lower and lift that leg. So you're going to lift that leg up, lower back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower back down. So we are working that side glute muscle here, as well as we're using this oblique here to help us lift that leg, staying in this exact posture and lower down. If you would like to, you can go into a closed fist on that mat and your left hand. Same idea here. You want to tuck that rib cage down towards those hips, resist any flaring. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep that leg extended on this last one. Reach that arm nice and long. We're going to add some crunches. You're going to bend into chest, reach back out, bend into chest, reach back out. Glide that rib cage down to those hip bones. Try and tap that knee to that elbow for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend everything out, reach that arm out. Just draw tiny circles with that big toe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse those circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop both knees down, take a stretch. Reaching your right arm across that waist. Left arm comes up nice and tall. And reverse hands. Great job. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to extend that left foot out now, coming up onto that right knee. And we're going to find those squats again. So we're going to do that same exact positioning where we're hinging forward, sitting towards that back ankle, come back up. Hinge forward, come back up. We stick here with our hands on our hips, or if we want that challenge here for that balance, you reach those arms nice and tall at a high diagonal. Keep them in line with your ears the entire time. Exhale each time you come up. Inhale as you lower. Go for 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up to that high kneeling position. Drop that hand down, put that other hand right behind your head. We go into those lower and lifts. We lift that leg up, we lower back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. If you just notice, I was flaring my rib cage, so I started to tuck it down. If you're doing the same, make sure it's tucked down towards those hips. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that leg lifted. Reach that arm out nice and long. Tap that knee. Reach back up. Tap that knee. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You got it. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach everything out. Tiny circles with just the foot. Keep the arm nice and straight for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse those circles for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that knee down. Take that side body stretch. Switch it over, bring it to the other side. All right, we have made it to the final series of class. So I want you to take a seat onto your glutes. I want your knees to be bent in front of you, and your feet are gonna be flat on that mat. We're gonna use them as anchors to start. So you're gonna bring those hands to the back of your thighs, right underneath those kneecaps. And we're just gonna go into our half roll downs. So find those sit bones, feeling them right underneath those glutes. Sitting up tall, relax those shoulders. And we're gonna go into our round back. So what do you think about tipping that pelvis forward as we reach that rib cage down to our hips? Find that round back, shoot all the way back up. And again, rounding that spine, lowering that gaze down to those thighs. Lift back up. Keep going here. Should feel really good for that spine as we find that round back and a little bit of engagement in those abs. So I want you to stick here. If you're feeling that shake once you hit this position, stay right here. You would like to advance it. We're going to release those hands from our back of thighs. Keep those feet anchored. We find that round spine. We lower into that shaky place. And then we lift back up. And repeat. Exhale, lower down to your shaky place. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Great job. We have 3, 2, and hold in this last one. I want you to lift those arms to ceiling, lower down, lift to ceiling, lower down. If your hands are still back on your thighs, I want you to just hold there. Otherwise, we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up, straighten out those legs, take a dive down to those toes. All right, peeling ourselves back up. We're gonna find that same exact positioning. If your hands are on the back of your thighs, I want you to start to navigate that lower and lift again. Maybe you release those hands, you continue with those reps. If you felt like holding this position here and lifting up the arms and lowering was good, but you want more, you're gonna follow these next few steps. We're gonna go into our teaser prep. So hands are reaching nice and long, wheel that pelvis forward, find that shaky place. You're gonna march one knee into chest, lower back down, march the other knee to chest. Other knee to chest, lower back down. We're going on those toes now. Maybe we begin to float those feet past each other. Feeling good here. Feel that shake in those abdominals. Keep scooping that belly button. And maybe we just hold those feet. staying right here. This is our teaser. We're gonna go into our prep. I'm gonna move myself forward. You're gonna hold your teaser. We are gonna roll ourselves down, find that hold position, float ourselves back up to teaser. Go for 5, 4, keep scooping that belly button for 3, 2, and last one, we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And drop. Great job. Those are always so shaky. You did amazing. And we've made it to our stretching portion of class. So I just want you to lie all the way back down onto your back. We are going to cross our left ankle over our right knee, finding our figure 4 stretch. Maybe push into that left knee. Or maybe if you want that deeper stretch, we grab on the back of our right thigh, pull that foot in close, giving yourself a deeper stretch for those hips and those glutes. We slowly lower that foot back down. We uncross those legs. And we find that stretch on the other side. Crossing that right ankle on top of that left thigh. Maybe pulling that leg into you if you want that deeper stretch. Lowering that foot back down, straighten that leg out, straighten the other one to match it. We'll go into that spine twist. So I want you to bring your left knee into your chest, hugging it nice and tight. And then we're gonna pass it over to the right side as we look over to our left. Just getting that nice rotation for that spine, feeling that twist there, only if it feels good. And then we can uncross that bind. Lower that leg out. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Folding it over, finding that twist, looking in the opposite direction. And then uncross that bind. Squeeze that knee in one more time. Straighten all the way back out. Great job today, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss a workout with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.